Good morning, students of class 9. Previous class exercise 7.1 we have completed. Today we will start exercise 7.2, and before that two theorems you have to do. That is, I am telling page number 121 you will also take in your book. That is theorem 7.2, that is angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. That property also you have done in class 7. Still then I am reminding it, and proof of this theorem also you have to do. This is in your syllabus. Okay, so angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. What is the meaning of this? If we will draw an isosceles triangle, suppose ABC. Okay, so in isosceles triangle we know that two sides are equal. So two sides we have taken AB and AC. So in theorem 7.2 it is given that if the two sides are equal, that means if AB is equal to AC, then opposite angles of the equal sides are also equal. So opposite to the side AB, what is the angle? Angle C. And opposite to the side AC, the opposite angle is B. So if AB is equal to AC, then angle C equal to angle B we can write, or we can write angle B equal to angle C. So if you will follow in your book, this line is not given. It is given directly if AP is equal to AC, angle B equal to angle C. So this line you can write, or this line you can write. Both are the having same meaning. Now we are going in theorem 7.3. 7.3 is given the sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. So this theorem 7.3, the proof is not there. So proof you have to not do, only the statement you will read, but theorem 7.2, that proof you have to do. So what is the meaning of this theorem? If I will draw one triangle ABC, and if the two angles are equal, suppose angle B and angle C, these two angles are equal. So if the two angles are equal, then their opposite sides are also equal. So if angle B equal to angle C, what is the opposite side of the angle B? That is AC. And what is the opposite sides of angle C? That is AB. So angle AC is equal to angle AB. If angle B equal to angle C, so then it will be angle AC is equal to AB. So also we can write as AB is equal to AC. So from this line directly you can write this line, or in your book you will see that from this line directly this line is written. So this line you can write, or this line you can write. Both are same. Now we are going in exercise 7.2. In exercise 7.2, question number 1. Question number 1, here it is given the figure is not given. So in an isosceles triangle ABC with AB is equal to AC, the bisectors of angle B and angle C intersect each other at O. Join A to O, show that OB is equal to OC and AO bisects angle A. So after read the question, you have to draw the figure. So isosceles triangle ABC is given. So I have drawn one isosceles triangle ABC where AB and AC are equal. That's why one dashes I have given. Now the bisectors of angle B and angle C. So this is the bisector of angle B, one line, and this is the bisector of angle C, one line, and this is intersect at the point O. And then from O to A we have to join, because it is given in your question. Now you have to show that OB is equal to OC and AO bisects angle A. So we have written given first. In this way we will do the proof, given to proof and then proof. So given is ABC is an isosceles triangle. AB is equal to AC and bisectors of angle B and angle C meet at a point O. These informations are given. Now to prove, what you have to prove? Number 1, OB is equal to OC, and number 2 is AO bisects angle A. AO bisects angle A means what? This side is bisects angle A, that means this sides divided angle A into two equal parts. That means angle OAB, this angle equal to angle OAC, this angle, these two angles are equal, you have to prove. That's why I have written AO bisects angle A means you have to prove angle OAB equal to angle OAC. Statement we cannot prove. Always we have to make the equation from statement such that easily we can prove. So here OB is equal to OC. OB is equal to OC means sides are equal. So sides are equal, how we can prove? By proving congruence. And angles are equal, already given, so by congruence we can prove that. But here the sides are equal, we cannot prove by doing congruence, because the congruence criteria here it will be not satisfied. That's why in this way we have done the proof. Okay, so number 1 is given, since AB is equal to AC, so angle C equal to angle B, because we know that angles opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal, so we can write it. Now both side we have done multiply by half. Half of angle C equal to half of angle B. So half of angle C means we can write OCB, because these two parts are equal, because OC is the bisector and OB is the bisector. So these two parts are equal and these two parts are equal. So angle OCB is equal to angle OBC. Now if OCB is equal to OBC, so we can write it. What is the reason? OC and OB are the bisectors of angle C and angle B respectively. So OB is equal to OC we can write, because sides opposite to equal angles are also equal. On that way we can do. And number 2 is given, these two angles are equal. These two angles are equal, how we will do? We have to do by congruence. So we have taken the triangle OAB and OAC, these two triangle, where AB is equal to AC given, OB is equal to OC already proved in 1, and OA is the common side. So these two sides are equal, these two sides are equal, and this is the common side. So by SSS we can prove these two triangles are congruent. So angle OAB is equal to angle OAC, by CPCT we can prove. That means angle so AO bisects angle A. Since these two angles are equal, that means AO bisects angle A. That is proof 2.